Chapter 19. Parcours and the jumping equipment. Every good planned preparation is wasted if you have someone who follows you. In this case, it is a good advice to be evil. Explosive booby traps and grenades are very convincing that your follower didn't want to continue the hunting. Sometimes it increases the desire to catch you. When this case happened, you have only a few options. At a small number of enemies, you could kill them all. Very often you will be forced to search and use dangerous ways to escape. For example, you have to fake your own death. Or you have to run like the wind and use acrobatic techniques and a good knowledge of the environment. The last is matter of preparation and the best advice, because to fake your own death could be very fast a reality. For such physical power, you have to exercise very hard before. Running, jumping, climbing, and to fall deep without to hurt you need a special training or equipment. A deep fall means, for example, to fall or jump into a dangerous deepness. A jump from 3 or 5 meters ends only without hurting if you're able to roll to give the destruction energy another direction. The smash on the ground hurts between a little bit and fuck that hurts. But you can escape. Nobody with a healthy spirit tried this jump without an exercise. A few tried it and died or break many bones. I needed years to reach a fall of 5 meters without a break or hurt myself badly. I started with 1 meter to improve slowly the stability of my joints, muscles and bones. Also my student has to start low until he was ready to jump deeper. At a height of 2 meters a fall could be deadly, if you smash your head. I didn't want to fall 1 meter on my head. Almost all jumps in the deepness starts in front with your feet. And then you arrive with the feet at first the ground to change the direction of the movement. But next the arms force the energy in a roll. At the end you roll over your back and the energy didn't hurt you. After the roll you come on your feet and you are able to run without a stop. That's the technique you jump without a wound, but it always hurt a little bit. These jumps work only to a height of 5 meters. All jumps deeper ends in a bone break or you die. It is not possible to change the direction fast enough to roll. For that reason I used a lot of tricks to reach a fall of 10 meters without a wound. One of them is the crash into a car roof. The smash is also painful, but you are still alive. But you have to reach at first the roof with your heels and not stretched knees. As next your ass arrives the roof and then the rest of you. The head should never touch the roof. The big muscle in the ass, the gluteus maximus, absorb the most of the fall energy. The back and the head should contain now only less energy. That works only without a hip damage in combination with a soft car roof. That absorb the most energy the feet and the ass can't absorb. After such a fall, your butt hurts also for weeks. It is like in a prison shower if you let fall the soap. Another and better method contains legs holding steel strings. From the feet to the hip goes an exoskeleton made of steel to absorb almost the complete fall energy. At begin I wasn't able to move fast or long. The first try of my student looked like a knight in his armor. He walks like a robot through the hall. The normal walk or run was terribly difficult, although the whole thing had a weight of only 20 kilograms. I felt like a snail. The steel was at the begin very heavy. Until we were able to run again, we need a lot of exercise. Today our sprint is with the exoskeleton very fast. Without, we are faster than a bike rider in the park. But if the equipment is on our feet, we walk again normal. With a few new inventions, we are faster with the equipment than without it. We are able to walk with very big steps. We call the equipment jumpsuit. The jumpsuit contains complicated mechanic mechanism. At every jump from a high distance, a few steel strings bend to absorb the energy. The steel strings has to be changed later after every use. That is very expensive, but it is worth. New models work with hydraulic. With simple oil change, the costs decreases a lot. The newest jumpsuits have a system to catch the oil and lead it into a circle at the walk or running. With that it is only necessary to change the oil after 200 jumps than after every jump. Every model with mechanic or hydraulic system had two levers. The first controls the fall deepness. With the second lever was a jumping movement possible. It was possible to make steps in a normal run of 4 or 8 meters. The fall into the deepness was at the old suits only once possible. A second was only possible after a change of the bended steel strings or the change of the oil. A jumping movement works always at both jumping suits. A jumping movement works always at both jumpsuits. Anybody confesses that a Russian scientist constructed suits for agents in the Second World War. I don't know the truth of this story. That is not of interest for me. I only care about that is a genius invention. With it a fall was possible in combination with a car roof or a sandhill of approximate 15 meters without a wound. Is something higher than 15 meters, you need a parachute or a rope.